People think you go to therapy because you're crazy. They think you go to therapy because you need your head shrunk. They think you go to therapy because you're weak. They think you go to therapy because you're dumb. People think you go to therapy because you don't have God. People think you go to therapy because you don't have any common sense. People think you go to therapy because you're not able to figure out your stuff on your own. People think you go to therapy. They don't know why you go to therapy. I'm here to tell you why people go to therapy, why my clients go to therapy. 95 to 99% of my clients go to therapy because they want to live their best life now. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to perform at 100%. They want to make better decisions in their relationships, with their romantic partners, with their family members, with their coworkers, with their bosses. They want to run their businesses without being burned out, tired, confused, fearful of failure, fearful of success, fearful of more money, more problems. They go to therapy so that someone can listen to them without judging them, criticizing them, and telling them, this too shall pass. People go to therapy because they realize there is no other relationship like that one. You see, when you go to therapy, you have something called a therapeutic relationship with your therapist. It's 100% confidential. So you know whatever conversation that you have with your therapist, that person is not going to go tell their friends. They're not going to tell their husband. They're not going to tell their neighbors. They're not going to tell anybody on social media, because therapists must uphold HIPAA. They must uphold confidentiality by law. People go to therapy because they are exhausted and tired of saying they are fine so that you can feel comfortable. They're tired of wearing a mask that they are okay, because if they're not okay, you will tell them that they are not strong. People go to therapy the same reason people go to the gym: to build their emotional strength and endurance, because life is hard, because we're exposed to all this stuff on social media all the time, bombarded with all of these news reports and news articles that make us terrified to go outside, that make us terrified to live, to even exist. People go to therapy for self-care and self-love. People go to therapy because they understand that the mind is connected to the body. Think about it. Think about it. Your mind runs your entire life. It runs your day-to-day functioning. Your mind runs your relationships, your career, and your business. What happens when your mind breaks down and you're no longer functioning the way that you want to? What happens to your relationships, your career, your business, your physical health? What happens to it? It's National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. If you don't know where to get help and you have insurance, contact your insurance carrier for behavioral health, therapists in your network, in your area. If you don't have insurance and you want to find a therapist, therapists will do self-pay. You can go on therapyforblackgirls.com. You can also go to therapyforblackmen.org. You can Google therapists for minorities. There are more platforms popping up each day to support people who are struggling, not only with emotional health, not only with mindset, but with the challenges that come with being a minority in the workplace, in various neighborhoods, in business. It's time that you got help. My name is Seneca Williams. I'm a licensed mental health counselor in New York and in Florida, and my practice is 100% online. I offer virtual counseling for professionals and entrepreneurs who don't have time to drive into an office, and we meet in my virtual office through video or phone. You can contact me on my website, senecawilliams.com, SENECA Williams.com. You can follow, like, and share this on social media. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, not so much, as Ask Coach Sen. I look forward to hearing from you. Share this with someone who you think needs therapy and they're afraid, or you feel you might offend them. Just share this with them, and I will do the rest of the work for you. Peace and blessings.